my love. Things have changed drastically. I found someone else here in the dead zone. Their name is Liam. I worry about him a lot. We met under not so great circumstances. His friend was killed. I can understand some of his pain, but I don't think he likes me very much. I've already warmed up to them, but you know me. It's easy to talk to people. We're on the right track out of here. I just hope they can hold up a little longer. I don't want to give up. Sorry I won't be able to finish our trip. Things have gotten really scary really quickly. I should have left when I first heard the park's closure. Now I'm stuck in this mess.
Who are you talking to?
Sorry. I didn't realize you were awake. I've been keeping an audio diary. A way to talk to Oliver.
Oliver?
My partner.
Oh.
Helps me get my thoughts out.
Yeah.
Do you want to give it a try?
No.
Okay. Get some rest, Liam.
Frederick was recording their audio diaries while with Liam. Some of the timings overlap a bit.
So the times are all straightened out here?
Yeah, they must have started to record again shortly after meeting with Liam. They traveled about a day together along the river, or at least it looks like it. Who knows if that was actually a day outside of the dead zone.
It could have been. You've mentioned before this thing likes to toy with its prey. Keeping people there longer could be all part of the fun.
Well, I don't know for certain. Are you confirming my hypothesis? You know, Reese did mention that they got stuck in the dead zone for a few days, but once they got out, only a few minutes had passed. Can this thing manipulate time?
Maybe.
So, let me get this straight. There's a tall and horrifying creature roaming around Redtail National Park. It can mimic voices, it likes to toy with its prey, and I assume it's responsible for the dead zone's existence, which has now spread to the point of Alex's tower. It can manipulate time, but only in the dead zone?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What happened to not telling me stuff?
You came to those conclusions on your own.
Well, not entirely.
It told you some of those things?
No. It's more like it confirmed my suspicions. The more I learn, the angrier it gets.
Interesting.
Blake, this isn't anything new. You know all about it already. You guys certainly had a fun time picking it apart.
I know. It's still weird.
Yeah, try living with it.
Just continue the recordings.
Oh, look at you giving me orders. Aren't I the boss of you? Actually, don't answer that. They're probably finding a replacement for me. I guess I screwed up too bad. Redtail National Park is my last mission.
I don't know.
Whatever. I'm getting back to the recordings.
Hey, love. We're off again. Walking down the river. Well, it's not really a river. It's all dried up. It's more like a ditch than anything. Liam told me one of the park rangers suggested following it as a guide. Said it should take us out of the dead zone. Fingers crossed. Then Wilson and I can head home. I can give you your flowers. All will be well.
Hey, Frederick?
Yeah?
Why are you here? The park is closed, so why did you stay?
My partner and I planned a trip. They died before we could do it, so I had to follow through. Couldn't leave without finishing the trip, you know?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm at the point where I can talk about them without crying. They had cancer. My best friend died of a monster too.
Is this the part where you tell me it gets better?
No. No. It never does. Grief doesn't go away, Liam. You just... I don't know. Grow around it, I guess.
I don't want to talk about what happened to Addison, if that's what you're trying to get at.
It's okay. We can talk when you would like. And if you'd like this entire trip to be in silence, then that's fine too.
Could you maybe tell me about Oliver instead?
Oh. I don't know where to begin.
Just anywhere.
Okay. Well, Oliver was a nurse. An oncology nurse, actually. The universe is a cruel and ironic place.
Well, what do you do?
I am an English teacher.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I met Oliver in school. We had a weird mandatory writing class together, and he hated every second of it. They were incredibly smart, though. Just had trouble sitting still.
Yeah, Addison, Addison was the same way.
He was diagnosed a few years after getting his position in the cancer clinic. We knew what was going to happen. We planned this trip, but we didn't make it that well. I think they wouldn't be able to do it anyways. But it was some sense of normal. So a few months after their funeral, I decided to follow through.
It's only been a few months?
Maybe half a year now? Time was weird for a bit afterwards.
But you're so, I don't know, calm about it.
I had more time to grieve. I knew he was gonna die. Liam, don't compare what happened to Addison to me and Oliver. It just happened. You're not gonna be where I'm at.
I don't think I'll ever be where you are.
Hey. Tell me about Addison.
I said I didn't want to talk about her.
Tell me about her life, not her death. It might help.
Okay. She likes cheesecake.
Ugh,
That's what I'm saying! She suggested we get some after this trip. So we run this show together, right? We investigate spooky locations. I mean, that's her terminology, not mine.
You should get some cheesecake for her when we get out.
It's a good idea.
We'll make it out, Liam.
Thank you. I might have stayed there, if you hadn't showed up.
I would have done the same. But I don't want you dying too.
I feel like it should have been me.
What?
That thing that killed her, she was talking about it for a while. And she kept saying she was seeing this creature. I didn't believe her, and then it killed her. She was telling the truth, and the last thing I said to her... Well, I told her I was done with her and the show. So it should have been me. I was an asshole.
Shouldn't have been anyone. I'm sure Addison would be thinking the same way if it were the other way around. I'm sure you wouldn't want her feeling that way.
Of course not.
So? She wouldn't want you feeling like that.
She'd probably want me to get out of here.
And get some cheesecake. No matter how gross it is.
Yeah.
Hey. I know it seems like a lot right now. We're trying to get out of here. We're in survival mode. So once we're safe, this grief is going to hurt more.
Oh, very comforting.
Just trying to prepare you, Liam.
I know. Thank you.
Come on. We can take a break for a bit.
That's it for Frederick's recordings for the day. Less than usual. Things are looking optimistic. There are still recordings for Liam and Frederick, but I feel sick.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I don't feel great. That nauseous feeling is back.
So should we stop?
No, we should move on to Reese and Alex. We're almost done with their recordings.
If you're not feeling good...
I just want to get this done. Something about listening to Liam and Frederick right now is throwing me off. Chronologically, though, it seems like Reese and Alex should be next, so this is a good stopping point.
Anything to add to the record?
No, there's nothing of substance here, just stories. Nothing of importance to the case like I thought there would be. Let's just move on. Do You Copy is written and produced by Delaney Sutton. In this episode, you heard the voices of Stephen Indrisano as Liam Thomas, Cody Heath as Frederick Miller, Rowan Farlow as Blake Bennett, and Delaney Sutton as... This episode was edited by Delaney Sutton. A special thanks to Kaylee Scott for the theme song. Thanks for listening.